Alright, Mo, I got the hiccups. Pardon me for that. So this is the vault, and I get weird if I don't get enough alone time. Welcome to the new moon in Taurus. You dig what I'm saying? Welcome to this month, right? So, new moon in Taurus, Rohini. Salutations to Shri Ganesha, Lord of auspicious beginning and removal of obstacles. Humbly I offer obeisances that you might preside over this report, preside over any obstacles, and guide our intellect as we go through like themes and ideas for the month ahead. Blessings to you. Whoa! That was too bad, that bad. So this the chart. There's a first house stellium in this chart. So there's going to be a focus on the individual in this horoscope. This is a fixed earth stellium, so there's a focus on one's resources and like fixed possessions and stuff like that, or just money and savings, finances, one's values and self-esteem. So the focus is on ourselves, individually, our money. And then a lot of the houses all the way up to the 7th, and a couple of these other jumps, the dispositor is going to be found in the first house. So this new moon is a time of intention. In agriculture, it's the time to plant new seeds. In Sanskrit, it is Amavasya. So Ama means together. Vasya means to dwell or cohabit. So planets in Amavasya, we go based on where the moon is. They dwell together and cohabit with the moon. It also means a lack of moon because the moon is not visible. So our mind is a blank canvas, and it's just receiving the energies and impressions from the different machinery and forces of the Lord. So new moons are times of subtlety and introspection. They carry the nature of Saturn, so it's introspective. It's about detaching a little bit from one's senses and instincts and conditioning to allow in the true and living light. Biblically, new moons are regarded as the Sabbath, and the Sabbath was made for man, and it's part of man's grace and salvation. It was made for man. Stillness brings you salvation. You find that in stillness. A lot of the activities you might have had planned for the 5th and the 6th kind of like didn't go off. You feel me? It was time to like sit still, get some ideas and some inspiration for the month ahead. So Taurus is fixed earth ruled by Venus. It stabilizes and focuses on resources and material possessions, wealth, accumulation of resources. Venus is planet of enjoyments in the embodied field of Taurus. So it's about enjoying oneself in a real inner embodied kind of way. So, pamper yourself. You might go get your favorite sweet or your favorite food, or you might just want to lounge and be a little indulgent. So shit like sensual pleasures, fragrances, flowers, clothing, you feel me? Just having some money, going out to eat. Taurus is the symbol for Wall Street, and oftentimes placed in front of just a myriad of financial institutions, credit unions, banks, and shit like that. You dig what I'm saying? The Israelites, biblically, the Israelites in their time of prosperity, and when their kingdom was having prosperity, they was in the age of Taurus. At the end of that age, they burned and sacrificed the golden calf. You dig what I'm saying? As they moved towards the age of Aries, or the procession of Aries, and then Moses was born and stuff like that. You dig what I'm saying? Prosperity, values, the accumulation of this knowledge and things that increase in achievement. So the focus on this month is on resources, self-esteem, your self-worth, and money matters. right? So the star for the new moon is Rohini. Rohini is moon tricone star of the moon, so it heightens qualities of moon. Qualities like peace, comfort, happiness, one's drive, what one nurtures and grows. You know what I'm saying? Love and growth. Rohini is fixed, just like Taurus is a fixed sign. So the restless nature of the moon is allowed to kind of like find some peace and some comfort and some stability. You dig what I'm saying? They get to focus on creating and growing whatever this fixation that it is. Yeah, right? We're usually artistic. So the key themes, as you can see, dancing, singing, music, art, drama, and acting. Erotic self-interest. Self-interest is a what is it? Sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, 5 planets in Taurus currently. And Lord of Taurus is in Taurus, so it's self-interest in multiple affairs. It's a lust thing. We'll talk about Brahma as it relates to this. Brahma's fifth head. Adoption, surrogacy, and mesmerizing theme. So adoption, surrogacy, and mesmerizing things. Adoption? Why adoption? I don't know. I have to look into the things a little bit later. I might not have done enough research. I can only surmise that Brahma is the creator part of the Godhead, and he has mind-born creations. So they're not actually born from him engaging in the physical, gross manifestation of sex, but it's mind born. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, he kind of did adopt them, like this space where the archetypes were there, but we need a creator deity, not like Vishvakarma or Svastar was like pre-creation energies, but instead we need one to make manifest these archetypes that's not that reside in the unmanifest, huge, larger spiritual sky. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's just like it's really a lustful star and stuff like that. So oftentimes you know, yeah. Let me bring that up. The symbol for Rohini is the cart used in agriculture, used for travel, and just when you bring your goods to the marketplace. It shows pragmatism, stability, and commerce. As an ox cart, it shows you got grit and determination. Because moon is third lord of efforts and focus and stuff like that, and skill. So the desire of the star is the desire to find a lover and unite with them. Lust, sensual, strong sexual desire in this star. It's a bit vain. It could be a bit indiscriminate. Like might just want, attract somebody just to possess them and stuff like that. And that's due to the snake animal totem. So the hidden side is like it could be codependency issues, some jealousy, some possessiveness and stuff like that, and some secrets. Feel me? The desire is the desire to find a lover and unite with them. So, like before the new moon, somebody was telling me, I was, I'm thinking about working it out with my ex. We were working things out, and I'm like, oh, y'all just really horny as hell because I'm trying to put together the child, but I'm looking for just outside influence, outside correspondence. There is. And cause like I'm thinking about not even thinking about it. He just was, and I guess they try to figure it out. But in my head, I'm like, I don't think Venus. I have to check. I'm like, Venus is not going to retrograde no more this year, and not for a while going into next year. So how is that? Why are you going backwards? Unless, of course, that strong sexual urge that a motherfucker got is overwhelming, and it's like, hey, look, man, I don't actually want to put myself out there enough to meet somebody new or whatever. It might be too fixed. It's fixed Earth sign and a fixed star. So it's just too stubborn to get out the comfort zone. Prior to this, I was talking with that nigga P, and I was like, niggas kind of just gotta get out the comfort zone, bro. Like we, niggas spent like 2 winters or the whole winter. It was uncomfortable. So now we kind of start finding comfort, and niggas like, shit ain't. Why is you feel me now? And they losing a little bit of the grit. Things start. It's like, hold on, this ain't even how. You dig what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker move around there, so put a little bit more effort into this. But you feel me? Just noticing those things. So presiding deity for Rohini is Prajapati, who is Lord of created beings, the Lord of creatures, Prajapati. Right? Let me find this real quick. Now, Rohini is the star Marilyn Monroe. I believe it got correspondence with that one book, Lolita. So it's like, it is lusty, but it's like, it also, it's the possibility that motherfucker, like, once again, that snake thing. So it's, the sexual nature is associated with snakes. Now, snakes is one thing, but when we talk about a person, a snake don't got legs. But if we see a person walking on 2 legs, but it's really a snake, we know, hey, look, that person ain't right. That really ain't a wise person we go to or nothing like that. He's a low life. He's a purveyor of low frequency. We don't call them snakes. We call them worms, really. We call them worms. Gosh. But, a sermon came up leading up to this new moon, and I was like, motherfucker was telling me about somebody, and it was like, how people talk so much and stuff, but those that do like really dubious, kind of despicable, low things, they love to tell on themselves, because deep down they want to get caught, like serial killers and stuff, or serial offenders and stuff. They say and do things hoping that they get caught. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they really desire to get caught and get punished. It's a thrill that's, I don't get it, but yeah, like, people talking so much, and I'm hearing that, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could put that with that, just pattern wise. Yeah, nah, and it was like, yeah, you probably would have tried to put, not even try, but like something, nigga might have seen something, you just gonna try to put hands on this nigga. Like, oh, nigga, you a real weirdo. Hold on. They might not have heard that, but look. So, Brahma or Prajapati. Brahma had a 5th head during when he was making his sons and daughters, his mind-born creations. He ended up creating a daughter, Saraswati, was his representative of knowledge, speech, wisdom. You feel me? Wisdom, who establishes everything. And he was like, oh my gosh, that is one of my, that creation is so gorgeous. I have to have that. So our Brahma in this universe and age, he got a 4 head, but he grew a 5th one. He grew a 5th one. A 5th head, another head grows. It swells up, it grows above the others, and now its gaze is pointed and fixated towards his own creation. He wants to engage in, he wants to go inside of and enjoy his own creation, but he'll destroy and mess the equilibrium of everything up. So that head was red. So it rose from the floor. His gaze was fixated incestuously on his daughter, his mind-born creation, Saraswati. She turns into a deer, right, and flee towards Mrigashira, the huntsman, the woods, the forest, to flee the gaze of Brahma. And Shiva saying that Shiva being the supreme, and he who what's the word I need to use? It destroys ignorance and darkness. And all those negative forces, he transforms those. So he ended up sending, getting enraged is like send one of his manifestations of his anger to cut that nigga head off and keep him in check. You dig what I'm saying? We gotta check that lust. You feel me? It'll have you doing some if not incestuous things, like shit that's a little too intimate. Like, hold on, what are y'all doing? You dig what I'm saying? Or salacious was a synonym. Feel me? Uh, so like that goes to like sometimes like I be learning this shit from this nigga P. This nigga real live. I can't say he don't give himself enough credit. He do, cause he always working and driven towards, just like this Rohini. He fixated towards that shit, but he'll create something, but he don't get and he don't be trying to get in it and be trying to enjoy it in that type of way. He just constantly creating new shit. And if you listen to his shit, he might try to create a dance. It's dancing, singing, music, art. So he'll sit up there and be trying to dance and shit like that to his jump. Like, and then as he listen to his shit, he'll be trying to create ideas about, all right, what I'm gonna do with this video. Woo. You feel me? This shit need visuals. How we gonna get the visuals out? And then like other things associated. You feel me? And that's just a beautiful thing to watch. Rohini is the favorite wife of Chandra. So the power Rohini gives is the power to grow. And the moon is lord of vegetation, insects and stuff like that, pollinators. So it's about growth. He appreciates growth. He's going to be fixated and he's going to want to be in an environment that enables and nurtures growth and creativity. So Chandra entrusted the cure of his son, Mercury, who was born illegitimate, to his wives. Of the 27, Rohini was the only one to treat Mercury as her own, like a mother does, as his own mother. So as a means of reflecting one's intentions, which is the function of the moon, one of the functions of the moon, or the lunar influence. Chandra ended up spending all of his time with Rohini, right? And this created envy and jealousy amongst the other wives. And the eldest wife, Jayesta, who is opposite to Rohini. She tells Daksha, she goes to tell Daksha curses Chandra because he's Daksha is a Prajapati and he is a creative deity. So creation is very impulsive. It's like, ooh, you feel me? Think about how a lot of y'all treat that. It's like, damn, bro, I'm trying, ass fat as shit. That's enough to get me to go over there and, be willing to invest in. You feel me? As Rohini, so it's fixed earth and it's fixed stars. So you really be fixated and stuck on that jump. You feel me? Now you might be dependent upon that ass that she got. All bitch, you might be dependent upon the dick that nigga give you. You see what I'm saying? It's an impulsion. But creator deities always get checked by Lord Shiva because this allows smoke with the Rajas element of guna. It's a lot of smoke, passion, smoke and mirrors. Smoke gonna cause your eyes to be burned. You either gonna close them or you gonna squint them. You ain't gonna be able to see too well. They creating water. It's a bunch going on with condensation. So now it's not even just the smoke no more. It's like you can't see through the windows neither, right? So he curses Chandra with consumption, and only the Supreme can alter. Consumption is, I guess, consumption will be just too much of a good thing. Having a wax and wane where your mind is just kind of like going from one thing to the next thing and one thing to the next thing. And then you got to seek out the power of the Supreme to alter that because, you ask the Lord to renew your mind. You need a renewal of your mind. Submerged in all the different currents and whirlpools of the mind. You're going to need the Lord to provide you some stability. And then the Lord came to Chandra, lifted him out of that little sea of suffering that he was in, placed him on his head. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, may I always be on the forefront of the Lord's mind. Like, no bull. They exalted above all heads. If I'm there, I'll be cool. I don't mind waxing and waning. I understand that when I'm waning or whatever, the Lord will be there to kind of lift me up out of my suffering. So alignment with the supreme will, thy will, not my will. And then, yeah. All right, so checklist for the new moon and Taurus. Make a financial plan. It's the most obvious thing to do is just look over one's finances and, change one's approach and relationship to money. How do you attract money? Are you attracting money or are you repelling money and stuff like that? How does that work? You feel me? How is that working for you? Do you have good beliefs about your relationship to money and money's relationship to you? Do you view money as an evil thing? You feel me? Would you really look that up? It's not the money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. Greed is man, greed get crazy. I think envy is really terrible. But I don't know, greed. Yeah. I don't like to talk about the greed in my heart. 2, love yourself. Do things that increase and affirm one's self-worth. Make a list of the things that you value and appreciate, and things that you enjoy. What do you value in yourself? And what do you value at the world at large? You dig what I'm saying? The only planets that's not in Taurus, which will represent the world at large on a larger scale, is Mars and Saturn, in addition to the nodes. But it would say that like Mars is in own sign, Saturn is in own sign. So in the world at large, ideally we might want to learn to value boundaries and having boundaries. You dig what I'm saying? And then learning efforts. You know what I'm saying? Having strength, having courage. You feel me? But everything else, valuing yourself, is all the personal planets save for Jupiter. Jupiter is not necessarily a personal planet, it's 10 Taurus. You feel me? And for what it's worth, yeah, I be looking at it now and it's like, sometimes I'm understanding things from a human design perspective, right? And it's like, you understand your energy type more and more. I really do appreciate peace. Like, I really value peace and privacy and space. Dig what I'm saying? Outside of that, I be looking at things like, why you don't never stick to that joint? I be like, man, nigga, cause I probably got bored, nigga. Truth be told, I don't understand it. I be on that peace shit now. I'm not saying that peace. Y'all be saying peace mean anything for y'all. I'm talking about nigga I know, but like sometimes you just create shit. I cannot get too fixated in like the thing I'm doing. It's like once you do that, you stuck in that thing. So now you become just a pair of pants or something like that, little ass nigga. That baby, you feel me? Have you become that thing? Your I don't know, bitch. Your lashes. Have you become that thing? Whatever the fuck bitches be creating. Dysfunction. Be sensual. It's a wonderful time to relax. Venus, Lord Shukra, lives in the bedroom. Exalts in the 12th sign, so it's like remote, sensual, kind of like otherworldly, just like whoa, places you'll write a haiku in or some shit. Spas, salons, resorts, like hot spring baths, especially that's super Venusian and stuff. Right? 4 is a character check. Am I being too stubborn or lazy? It's fixed earth, so it's sensual. It could be indolent and lazy, stuck in their ways. Thinking that good things will come to them without any effort, right? Or want to just procrastinate on ideas and projects, right? So character check, am I being stubborn or lazy? Stubborn, yeah. I have been procrastinating on the gym, but I don't really be, like when I really be at peace, I don't, I be in that spot where I'm at peace at. I get disturbed, I be in the gym. I get a little worried about like that, like my own counterfeit personality and habits, like with some of that skit shit. But then I worry about others, especially like those with that masochistic personality type. Whew. But I be having to check myself because I do understand like my strategy in life might not necessarily be so natural to my makeup to have to inform. It's like, you know, I would want somebody to read the room, but then I gotta check my own character to say like, hold on, are you easily like, can people read you well, guy? Like, is your aura even made in a way where it's like, oh yeah, I know what he up to? No, they usually don't. They might not get that shit. You feel me? Perseverance. The fixed signs is like serpentine signs. They hold a lot of energy, a lot of grit. Feel me? Fixed earth is consistent and stable, dependable. You use this time to get in the mind space of just determination. Just like, all right, we can push through this. This shit ain't gonna be too bad. Or you feel me? We can push through that and that and that and that and that. Ooh, feel me? Usually with the finances, like saving money it's not difficult. It's just sometimes you'll realize like, oh, you buy a lot of extra dumbass shit. You feel me? And then it be born off of emotional spending. So we'll go through the signs. Aries. So the way I'm gonna do this now is, you get to focus this month just where Taurus is in your chart, right? And then moon, this is new moon. Moon as the lord of whatever, and we combine those. So the focus this month for Aries is on finances, self-esteem, and values. Moon is lord of comfort, happiness, in a way support. So the finances, peace of mind, and like support combined. So the finances looking a little light this right now this month. Don't sweat that. Find some peace, find some comfort. Go to your family maybe or some shit like that. But you probably find support in your finances and shit this month. Don't sweat that. Taurus, it's about you this month. All about you, celebrating yourself and just soaking up that good energy for this month ahead and this year ahead. You dig me? So moon is lord of efforts and skills. So you probably be communicating a lot, going around doing little errands, taking a little trip, learning some skills this month. You feel me? Gemini focuses on expenses, letting go of troubles, or just having troubles. Moon is lord of finances and esteem, so you might just be having to spend money on bills. You feel me? Or perhaps you might be losing a little bit of self-esteem this month. Like it's gonna shake up a bit, maybe. You dig what I'm saying? You might just want to get away from everybody too. Get away from your family. Might just be having issues with the family. Also issues with money too, or secret enemies. Cancer, the focus is on friends, cash flow, and gains. Moon is lord of you, your nature, and your approach. So you just focused on getting that cash flow right, socializing, your nightlife, your friend life, and all of that. Good. Leo focuses on livelihood, sources of income. Moon is lord of spirituality and troubles or detachment. So you might be taking a more detached approach to your career or in the workplace. You might have losses in the workplace, some secret enemies bubble up. It's probably gonna be a lot of things. Y'all gotta understand it's a stellium. Wherever Taurus is, it's a stellium in that house. So it's a big focus on career for Leo. It's a big focus on friends for Cancer. A big focus on spirituality, detachment, and expenses for Gemini. A big focus on Taurus. Super big focus on Taurus. Right? Virgo, the focus is on higher learning, deeper understanding, religion, philosophy, broadcasting, things like that. Learning. Moon is lord of gains, friends. So you focus on profitable relations. You dig what I'm saying? Taurus is in your ninth house, ninth lord in the ninth, first lord in the ninth. First lord and ninth lord is friends. You dig what I'm saying? Trine lords. So that's just like a good month for you. That likely could be a very, very good month for you. Are they connected? In a way, right? So you trying to expand, you might be expanding your friend group, trying to meet some different people and stuff like that this month. You feel me? You might be changing your associations oftentimes. You dig what I'm saying? Probably your boundaries too. So Libra, the focus is on secrets, scandals, intense feelings, transformation. Moon is Lord of career, so it's going to be some intensity with your career. Some transformations, maybe of scandal or some secrets that come out with your reputation. I know somebody got Libra Moon and yeah, whatever. Y'all got it on me. Scorpio, focus this month starts with relationship, business, spouse. You feel me? Maybe a grandparent or something like that. Travel. Moon is Lord of expansion, truth, grace, God. So grace and spouse combined. It's just a time of expansion and fortune. There it is, fortune and relationship and business. Sagittarius, the focus is on work, enemies, conflicts, fights. You dig what I'm saying? Obstacles. Moon. So that's for y'all this month. Moon is Lord of malice and transformation. So intense conflicts, sudden events with enemies, sudden intense events at work, malice at work, just random fucking moments of conflict. You dig what I'm saying? This is why I was talking about the gym. I probably just started going to the gym. I'm having moments where it's like I'm on edge now. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? It just be like, and then I be feeling bad because it really just be a chemical kind of thing. Find myself mad, then I be like, oh, I'm sorry about that. You feel me? I got, nigga brain. Capricorn focuses on entertainment, self-expression, talents, fun and games. Could be music, dance. Moon is Lord of spouse, business, and partnerships. So romantic relations. Some love and endearment with the spouse. You get blessings in business, blessings from partners in business, people you do business with. Dancing, fun and games, nigga. Aquarius, the focus is on home, comfort, peace of mind, privacy, and vehicles. Moon is Lord of enemies and obstacles. So it could be some difficulties and obstacles that combine with the vehicle, or some obstacles to peace of mind and some privacy, conflicts, fighting for your peace. Right? Pisces focuses on effort, skills, communication. And then Moon is Lord of talents, blessings, and good karma. So you're having blessed efforts this month. It's like ease and your efforts. You feel me? Blessed communication, favorable. It's just fun. It's a fun time with your skills. So of course it's abundance of planets in the Lagna of Taurus. So money is directed to the self-effort, self-determination, some grit. Focus on one's own peace of mind. You dig what I'm saying? Emotionally, supposed to be emotionally secure, ideally. Emotional security and supported. Artistic, entertaining, fifth lord and the first. Kind of talented, tapping into one's past life karma. Sixth lord in the first is being protective of oneself, kind of being a little bit on edge about things, like, what? Very defensive. It's a very what? What? It's a very that type of placement. Eighth lord in the first is mysterious, intense, and secretive. Who else is there? Was it Pisces? So it's focused on profits, making friends and stuff like that, meeting people. Lord of Taurus and Taurus, favorable. Love, lust, attraction, women, relationships, all of those things have a heightened importance this month. Well developed love and prosperity. Venus is an angle and an own sign. This is usually regarded as Malavya Yoga, especially when unblemished, like with no other planets or aspects and stuff like that. It's just Venus. So it fills the life or activities with comforts, enjoyments, things like pleasures, charm, attraction, luster, which is like the shine that you have. Like it's beyond, it's like shine and strength. And Venus, when real strong, gives us very strong resistance to disease. Like you just bounce back. Like you can come back from the dead if your Venus that strong. Quite possible. Now Saturn is in own angle and in own sign, and kind of like not receiving too many aspects. Squares usually go forward, so it's not like they're going backwards, squaring Saturn and stuff like that. So this is regarded as Shasha Yoga, indicating highest manifestation of Saturn qualities. Responsible, respectable, hardworking, and self-built. Shasha means hare or rabbit. It denotes someone, it's supposed to denote someone to trace a rabbit. And now, I don't know what the sage is doing because their mind is a bit more advanced. So they mean something when they say that, Shasha. So it's fast moving and restless. Saturn is Vata and an air sign. So it's like Saturn need a lot of Vata because he always want to get moving. Or he need a lot of Vayu because he just want to get moving and do things. He's the slowest moving planet. Slowest moving traditional planet. So he just always need wind and air just to keep moving so he could get shit done. And have a constant, continuous pace. And he's industrious because rabbits I like get to it through procreation and stuff like that. But then in the same vein, like rabbits, they be burrowing, and those burrows ain't just that one little, like a little hole in the ground. Like it could be a whole colony of dozens and dozens of them and stuff like that. There's scores of rabbits, and they all got little sections and rooms all underground and stuff like that. So they get busy. If you grow and you don't got raised bed, oh yeah, they'll tear your joint up real quick. Like immediately. Like getting to it and stuff like that. You feel me? But hare and rabbits, they also get it in Shasha Yoga, from what I read by Bepin Bahari. Not sure which volume. He was speaking. It was like it makes a person a very sexual person by nature, but in the instance of like somebody that may have like a Saturn and Libra and Kendra and stuff like that, they sexual and they're very direct about their relationships and their approach to sex. And it's not wrong because Saturn being a planet of boundaries and integrity, it's like those with a well-placed Saturn gonna be able to know if a person kind of got real bad counterfeit personality type, or if that person got like some like fake shit going on and things like that. And those types, from what I read, their approach to relationships and sex, like even though they might be a bit like a rabbit and quick to do, get into the act, it's like they understand the science of compatibility in a way, due to adultery being trying to mix two elements that do not mix. You dig what I'm saying? They can't really, there's no solvent for that. You cannot solve that problem. That's not what Saturn about. Like those that got like personal pain, like Sun conjunct Saturn, Moon conjunct Saturn, heavy karmas with the mother, heavy karmas with the father. It ain't no fixing it. You kind of just let that go. Saturn also is planet of time, so sometimes you just let time deal with that. It'll get better over time. You dig what I'm saying? But in this instance, it's like, I don't know. they won't waste their time. They understand like, oh, the structure. They understand structure and pattern. So when they might meet somebody, especially if it's a person of the opposite sex, and they get determined right then and there, like, oh yeah, be bold, and they ain't gonna sweat it. Like, I feel like that's probably the case with a lot of people with strong Saturns. It's like, yeah, they Saturn and Hanuman are related and they correspond. So, and familiar to one another and stuff like that. And they support one another's devotees. So there's loyalty there. You feel me? Loyalty, responsibility, a sense of duty and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, it ain't just solely sensual. You taking a very serious, detached, focused kind of planet, and you exalt it in a very sensual, enjoying, pleasuring, and charming planet sign. You understand what I'm saying? And that's its exaltation. It exalts in a sign of relationship, sex, and interacting with other people. A very serious, hard, cold, distant planet exalts in the sign of relationships, which mean like, yeah, you take your time in relationships, but it's a cardinal air sign. So it's like you really just you kind of like, it permeates. You always on it, but it has to exude one's being. It has to be a part of one's innate integrity and personal structure. You dig what I'm saying? And then like some motherfuckers, they chase pussy and shit like that. It's no integrity in that shit. Motherfucker chasing dick is no integrity in that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I seen a post today and it was like, woman tells how many men she been with in one day. And I ain't gonna hold you. I got a little vexed, like my stomach turned. You know how like everybody go through that shit like, ooh, like let me hear this shit though. Then they got to saying the numbers. But and I was about to get gross, and then she was like, oh nah, I got paid. Everyone know I got paid. And I said, alright, cool, cause y'all don't look like the type of bitch I don't fuck with. Y'all look like some hoes. And if that's the case, like, you getting money kind of make me know like, oh yeah, this bitch, I ain't gonna hold you. Motherfucker might look at somebody crazy like, oh yeah, she think just because she got paid. But it's like her telling you she got paid is basically her saying she provided service. A motherfucker that provided service, you not really gonna let any old motherfucker just make you a sandwich or make you some food. You understand what I'm saying? A nigga that ain't a chef, you want to see him put some gloves on. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, when you talking about like bona fide hoes and stuff like that, those women of leisure, and we talking about a leisurely sign. When we talking about women of leisure, hey man, you think you about to fuck raw? No, you paying for an experience. You might not really get the fuck, and then she might spin your dumb ass. You understand what I'm saying? Venus exalts in Pisces. That's a sign of confusion and separation. You think what I'm saying? It could be reversals. It's one fish this way and one fish that way. So it's like, you feel me? And it's mutable water. Water's already kind of like, it adjusts and adapts. So now it's mutable, and it's like it take on this and take on that. So yeah, I'll be what you want here, and then I'ma change. Elusive, and then I'm gonna be what you want here and shit like that. You feel me? Sit up there, might make it like when we talking bona fide hoes, bro, and like women with like strong Venus and shit, like women and men with strong Venus, they gotta affect. Like I know some people with Venus and Virgo, they kind of got an effect, but then it's just like, for it's like I don't know, it has to be embodied with them. But then those I don't know, I know some other people with Venus and Virgo, but this was years ago because I know like you grow up and it's like, yeah, okay, you'll do roll call, get people birthdays, and you be like, oh shit, you were born a day after me and shit. So you know what this shit is right now, or what this shit will be. And people with Venus and Pisces, they don't really put their sexuality so much into their body. You dig what I'm saying? It's really everything they do. It's in their spirit. It's in their aura, especially. You dig what I'm saying? But it's also like, you feel me? Not really trying to get too involved. It almost put too much, not necessarily weight and importance, but it put a certain amount of significance on the act of sex. You feel me? I might have went somewhere else. I ain't going back. So the car, because it's 22 degrees of Taurus, right? Like the final degree of Rohini. And now we in the third deacon of Taurus. It's the Seven of Pentacles. You see Saturn here. You see the forest that I was talking about, what Saraswati kind of ran towards. This is the old man. This might be Saturn like here and there. The old man Saturn and stuff like that. You feel me? And this is an ox or a bull, right? We use that to plow, agriculture. And then you have your Seven Pentacles, Saturn and Taurus. Saturn and Taurus. Saturn is about discipline. Taurus is about money and finances, material possessions. So it's having discipline on material possessions, a fear about what one achieves and accumulates in life. You dig what I'm saying? Setbacks and frustrations regarding to the finances and the money or the family life. You dig what I'm saying? So it's about fear of failure or having a plan. Like, okay, I don't work, because if you look in the back right there, the bull chilling. He didn't put the bull right here. All of this is tilled. Like if we go back here, this is tilled. But in this scene right here, oh, okay, cool. We got some trees. We pretty much then got most of the field. We can take a break because the house probably this way anyways. But once we unhook him up from the tree, we just finish tilling the rest of these jumps. We head in the house, get us some fucking, some more water. You dig what I'm saying? If they not already at the house, because where you get that from? Alright, cool. So considering one's investments, considering one's labor, planning, patience, perseverance, a fear of failure, or just being fearful, reaping and sowing. So you just contemplating on your work thus far, just taking a break and be like, all right, look, well, I done came this far and did that much, but just like Brahma got his head cut off, let me not get too caught up and be trying to get all caught up in all the work that I did, and instead just continue to focus on being that which creates. You feel me? Let me be more like the Lord and just be somebody that creates, you dig what I'm saying? And do these things from my mind and let that manifest in the work that, in the fields that I'm in. Do it in your mind, it manifests in the field. Feelings of frustration and failure, or fear for failure or frustration, not having seen results and just having to persevere and needing further planning. The next card is the Eight of Pentacles, and it represents taking classes or instruction. So from Seven of Pentacles, the next one is taking classes. You really refining your skill, you dig what I'm saying? And then Sabian symbol, it was Sabian symbol, I picked 23 because it said 22 to 3, and it was 22 degrees and like 7 minutes. So I just went. So it's improving upon nature, crafting raw materials into something more precious, gives evidence of a profound symbiotic relationship with nature. Taurus will be your raw materials. Raw materials is fixed. Like it's an amount on it, but then it's like it's not going to change too much more, but it will grow, and then it can deplete, but it's usually just about this is the raw materials that we use. You feel me? We take some and make these things with it and improve there. We take some whatever ones that's growing around the base of other trees where it's just too many roots, and we take them out and we put them somewhere else. You feel me? Precious evidence of a profound symbiotic relationship with nature. Y'all know what I'm saying? Improving upon nature. We got our own nature. We have our own nature, and we craft those raw materials into something more precious. You feel me? Like we used to do that through shrine lords and shrine houses. You feel me? So Taurus has the nature of being pragmatic and grounded. We improve upon Taurus through Virgo and Capricorn. So instead of being so stubborn and fixated and dependent upon just one's resources, you gotta learn how to adapt to new details and obstacles, or routines. You gotta establish a routine. You feel me? But your routine has to be flexible. It cannot be as fixed as, you know, some of your endeavors for accumulation. You dig on? So you can tell yourself, all right, look, I'm about to save up this much. I need to have this much. But then Virgo, Mercury exalts in Virgo, so it's like a real good businessman. Mercury is a merchant by class and nature. So it's like, all right, well, what can you do here and there? You're gonna have to spend some money, but then you're gonna have to also kind of like trade and make exchanges and negotiate certain things based on you buying them and selling them, perhaps ideally with the Mercury. And then Capricorn is movable earth, so it's kind of like initiating a structure. So like once you kind of get the routine down, you be like, all right, well now let me just wait for the right time to set this joint off. Nigga might like nigga might be like, all right, look, I'm gonna set the launch for this month, and that'll be what it be like. That's probably all a Capricorn gotta do is just, all right, I want to do this thing. They be like, August 19th, I'm gonna da da da. That's the deadline, and then they'll start working. Like the moment they do that, they'll start working towards that shit, and all of those kind of work together. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe. So yeah, good luck. Thank you. Feel me? It says this the vault, and I'm 51 minutes.